Hey girl, hey. Thank you for being a part of Team Microlocs, and thank you for subscribing to this channel. Thank you for watching this video. I just wanted to check in with you real quick on how you are doing on your personal journey with your Microlocs. Or if you're contemplating getting Microlocs, this video is also for you, sis. Okay, I wanted to check in that your Microloc journey should not be stressful. I know you've researched over and over all of the things on the internet and you want to be 100% positive on what to do, what not to do. Hopefully you went to an expert or you went to someone that is well trained and versed in Microlocs based on what they executed. Hopefully they gave you a proper and in-depth consultation so you know all of the do's and don'ts of what you're about to go into. But if you have not, and if you do not have all of the information as of yet, relax. It's going to be just fine. It's going to be just fine. I'm here for you. Worst case scenario, you can book a consultation with someone who is actually trained and well versed. You just have to do a little bit of research. Shameless plug, you can go to my website, certifiedmicrolocpros.com. You'll probably more than likely find a certified Microloc specialist in your area. Total, complete, shameless plug. This is my channel. I can do whatever I want. But back to you. I want you to know that your Microloc journey do not have to be stressful at all. Follow a few of these daily rituals and it should be easy peasy, completely easy peasy. First of all, when you first get your Microlocs done, keep in mind that you are not supposed to do the most. When I say the most, I mean don't do the most. You're not supposed to be swimming. You're not supposed to be out here frolicking, all in the sun, getting excess moisture in your new set of locks. That right there can cause premature slippage, premature bunching, premature buckling. Your locks can start to look a mess because of excess moisture. Once again, I know some of the naysayers have said to spray and water your garden, spray your hair daily, moisturize daily. This is completely incorrect. Excess moisture causes the hair shaft to swell. It causes moisture, water. Once the water goes into the hair shaft, it causes it to swell. You do not want premature swelling when your locks are trying to form a matrix of locks. So you want to make sure that you're not excessively spraying your hair with water every day. At the very most, once you get your Microlocs installed, you should be moisturizing your scalp. Not so much the shaft of the locks or the lock strands, but you should be moisturizing your scalp because that's where the nutrients is needed. That's where the moisture is needed. That's where your hair thrives when it's moisturized and not dehydrated. So you need to focus on moisturizing your scalp. As humans, we create natural sebum as well. And the natural sebum also aids in the health of our scalp and our hair growth. So you don't need to be doing all of the things. You definitely don't need to be adding a whole bunch of product and grease and pomades. Mind you, this is no longer an open natural hair journey. This is you're cultivating, or if you're not a DIYer, your loctician is cultivating an environment for your locks to start to form a matrix. Right? So you don't want to add a whole bunch of pomades and all kinds of things to prevent getting debris and build up inside of your beautiful tiny locks. All right. So make sure that you're keeping it super simple. One of the things that you need to implement right after your install is that you need to get a really good spray bottle with light moisturizer in it. A lot of the Microloc girls that are out here these days, they're adding rose water, distilled water, a little bit of tea tree oil, depending on how your scalp is acting, right? If you have dry scalp or itchy scalp or a tight dehydrated scalp, you can add some tea tree oil. It helps to stimulate growth. It helps circulation. It helps to keep your scalp feeling fresh and clean, especially if you're prone to a dry scalp, or maybe you've had some issues with dandruff in the past, of which if you have dandruff, that's a whole nother issue, right? Like you need to have gone to a dermatologist, gotten something that is antifungal to treat your scalp. You don't treat dandruff with anything else other than antifungal medication because it's a fungus. But anywho, a part of the daily ritual, get yourself a really good continuous spray mist bottle that you can spray on your scalp once or twice a week. No more than that. It's not that serious. Okay, I don't care how dry your scalp is. If your scalp is really dry, then you may need to uptake your water intake, and you need to uptake, moisturizing your scalp. And when I say uptake, I mean maybe more. If you were moisturizing once a week, you can now start to moisturize 2 to 3 times a week. Okay, so keep it very, very simple. Light moisturizer with rose water, papaya water, a little bit of tea tree essential oil, a little bit of jojoba oil, which mimics the natural sebum on our scalp, and just, keep it very simple, extremely simple. That is the best option for you for a daily moisturizer. When I say daily, I mean 2 to 3 times a week, nothing more than that. Another daily ritual that is going to help you to not be stressful on your journey in the initial stages is to make sure, especially if you have a silkier texture, or if you have low density like myself and you want to have a little bit of curl and vavoom throughout the day, make sure that you braid and band your hair at least once or twice a week so that you have a little bit of volume going on. I am definitely much on the low density side, so I tend to do more braid outs. I do a little rod set from time to time, just so I have a little bit of oomph going on, so it has a little shape, and if you're feeling a bit bolder, you don't have to have just a one length going on. You can go to your loctician and have it cut into a shape so it frames your face very nicely. But as far as daily rituals, moisturize, braid and band if you have a very active lifestyle, or if you're doing gardening or lounging about your house, braid and band your hair or put on a bonnet or a slap cap, which is kind of like a silk lined cap, right? It's like it could be cotton on the outside and then silk on the inside. This helps to ward off lint in the beginning stages when your hair is going through your locks are forming the matrix and it's going through the maturation stages. Wearing a cap or protecting your hair during these stages helps to ward off lint and excessive buildup and help to protect your hair from excessive moisture, especially for my girls, or if you sweat in your head a lot. It is very helpful to just keep it braided and banded, or keep it in a slap cap or a cotton cap or a head wrap. All right. Daily rituals: moisturize, protect your hair throughout the day. And last but not least, make sure that you are not doing too much of this hand and hair manipulation. Please don't do too much of that. If you want to make sure that your microloc journey is not stressful, you don't want to do anything to jeopardize the health of your locks while it's in its developing stages. You want to keep your hand outside of your hair as much as possible. I know it's going to be real hard. I know it's going to be real tempting, but try to keep your hand out of your hair from doing this, stretching and pulling a lot, and, pulling and stretching and twirling and all of those things. All of that can cause slippage. It can cause your locks to slow down in the maturation, going from stage to stage, because you're over manipulating. If you tend to style a lot, calm down. Don't over style. Just let your locks do what it does. Just let it be free, and just let it be free and let it be low maintenance in the beginning stages. Do as little as possible. Some of my lock girls, and this may include you too, sis, some of my lock girls are so extra on edge when they first get their Microlocs. They are spending hours online researching, even after the install, researching, looking at other people's locks. That's another daily ritual tip too I'm going to throw in there, is don't over inform yourself. You don't have to be in every sister lock group. Some of those groups can start to get really stressful because it's a lot of negativity. It's a lot of misinformation. It's a lot of bickering. This person says this person says that. Oh, well, I heard this and I heard that. It is too much. It's too much. And if you're anything like me, definitely an introvert, all of that extra noise is just too much. It's too much. So calm down. get your install done, get your little continuous mist spray bottle with the little essential oils in there. So sometimes I even use my mist bottle as a refresher for my face, and it's wonderful because it's all natural. And sometimes I just wake myself up with my spray bottle. I'm going to show you guys my spray bottle in another video. But your Microloc journey do not have to be stressful unless you decide it's going to be stressful. By joining all of the groups, by doing all of the things, you've gotten all of the accessories, you've watched all of the videos. It's just a lot. It's a lot. So calm down, make sure your journey is at a slower pace. It's only a hair transition. It's not a hairstyle. It's a hair transition that should be cultivated by an expert, preferably an expert, or at the very least, a trained professional. Okay? So I hope this video helps you and gives some value of some daily rituals that'll help you not create any stress in the beginning stages of your journey. Remember to like, share, subscribe this video, and look out for the next video. I have a lot more to discuss and to chat it up with you about. So stick around, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. In the meantime, let's be about the business of Microlocs.